Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. All right, we got some cruise confusion going on out there. And yeah, I get where it's confusing, and I understand why everybody is confused. And honestly, I'm a little confused. But I got a comment from one of our regular viewers who asked the question, why is Carnival Cruise Lines saying that you have to pre-cruise test when you go to the Bahamas, even if it's 5 days or less, but none of the other cruise lines have this requirement? Now, I had seen where John Heald, Carnival Cruise Lines brand ambassador, had put out and said that if you're sailing to the Bahamas, in the Caymans, Grand Caymans, regardless of the cruise length, that a pre-cruise test would still be required, even, like I said, on cruises that are 5 days or less. So I went over to Carnival Cruise Lines website, checked their health and safety protocols, and sure enough, that is exactly what it says on Carnival's website, that if you are sailing to the Bahamas or the Grand Caymans, regardless of the cruise length, you will still have to take a COVID-19 test prior to embarkation. However, this is where the confusion comes in, because so far, none of the other cruise lines have said that that's a requirement. Only Carnival Cruise Lines has said that as a requirement. Do they know something that everybody else doesn't know? Are the other cruise lines going to make changes here in the next couple of days to reflect that information? Or does Carnival Cruise Lines have it wrong? So I did even more research. Well, I went over to Royal Caribbean's website, checked their health and safety protocols. That actually wasn't very much help. According to their health and safety protocols, which are listed as they are currently today, meaning that everybody still needs to get a pre-cruise test, it says starting on August the 1st, booked passengers would receive emails notifying them of any changes to their upcoming cruise, and that their health and safety protocols on the website will be changed on August the 8th. So we have a couple of days yet to see what exactly Royal Caribbean's going to put out on their health and safety protocols. I went over to MSC's website to see what their health and safety protocols were, and they say cruises 5 days or less, no pre-cruise testing is required. No exceptions for the Bahamas, the Caymans, anything like that. Just says 5 days or less, no pre-cruise testing. Norwegian Cruise Line's website, well, they still say currently that all cruises from the United States require a pre-cruise test. They haven't changed theirs at all. Margaritaville at Sea says no pre-cruise testing is required. And all they do is sail from Florida to the Bahamas and back, and they're not requiring a pre-cruise test. So yeah, you can clearly see why there's some confusion, because you have different cruise lines, or one cruise line saying something different currently than all of the others. And people are asking on, John Heald's Facebook page, why? And all he's saying so far is, we wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. But it does bring up the question is, why are none of the other cruise lines saying it? Like I said, it's very possible that they're all going to change their health and safety protocols and start saying it here in the next day or two. And that could clear up the confusion. Now, I did go over to the Bahamas website, take a look at their COVID-19 protocols. And so far, all I've really been able to find there, it says if you fly in, a test is not required prior to arrival. But that's really all about flights, but it doesn't specifically say cruise ship. It says flight. So hence, confusion everywhere. Everybody's wondering, what do we do? Do we pre-cruise test? Do we not pre-cruise test? And look, here is honestly the best example that I can give you. If you are getting on a Carnival cruise and they tell you you need to pre-cruise test because it's going to the Bahamas, the Caymans, Bermuda, whatever the case may be, if you get that email and that applies to you that you need to pre-cruise test, just do it. Because if you show up at the cruise port and they say you have to have it, and you show up and say, but none of the other cruise lines require it, show me the proof that it's required, they may not let you on that ship. They're probably not going to let you get on board that ship. So for right now, the best advice I can give you until they clear this whole situation up is plan to take the pre-cruise test if your cruise line says you need to do so. Because even if Carnival is absolutely wrong, and they are the ones that are wrong, and it's just the other cruise lines got it right, or, like I said, the other cruise lines need to catch up to what Carnival already knows, you yourself as a cruise passenger be prepared. Do what the cruise line asks you to do. That way you know you can get on the cruise ship. Because I know there's people going to get on cruises here over the next week, and I think it's probably going to take another week or so before all of this information smooths out. Before an actual answer comes up to the surface where either Carnival says, oops, we got it wrong, or the other cruise lines say, oh, by the way, if you're sailing to the Bahamas, you got a pre-cruise test as well. The two of them are going to come together at some point, but it's probably going to take a few days. So until that happens, just be prepared. I know this is not an actual answer to the question because at least right now, this is just kind of where we are. And yeah, there's going to be a little bit of confusion. Remember, with the health and safety protocols, they're constantly changing. It's like a river, they flow. And you could see something new every single day with these things. And if I hear any changes, I'll put them out. If I hear of anything that's, going to come up, I'll let you guys know. That try to keep the surprise to an absolute minimum by providing the information as quickly as I can. Now, if you have a cruise booked on Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, MSC, Margaritaville at Sea, one of those ones that hasn't made a specific, you have to pre-cruise test before going to the Bahamas, and you've received an email from them, a notification from them, anything that, is different than what we're hearing right now, please do me a favor and let me know in the comments that, that way we can let other people know as well, and they are not surprised, and we can kind of keep up with this information. My next cruise to the Royal Caribbean isn't booked until towards the end of September, so I haven't gotten anything current from the cruise lines. So if you guys have anything current, any current information, emails, anything like that was sent to you that you want to share with everybody, let me know in the comments below. All right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow, and of course, let you know anytime a new video comes out. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.